Welcome back to the Crypto World channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and in this video, Bitcoin has right now come up to my exact price target just here. And we obviously saw a rejection of this level of resistance that I was talking about over my last few videos. And so yeah, once again, obviously we did get a rejection, and right now we are coming in close to some massive support for Bitcoin. In just a moment, I'll be giving you my exact Bitcoin price target. So make sure you're watching this whole video all the way through so you're not missing out on any of this important information. This will mostly just be a quick emergency update for you guys so that you know what is happening right now and that you know where Bitcoin will be heading next. But of course, I will be including Ethereum as always in the second half of this video. So if you're an Ethereum holder, definitely stick around for that as well. All that and more in this video. So yeah, definitely watch the whole video. And if that sounds good to you, make sure to leave a like on the video down below. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on for more updates like this. I seriously appreciate all of the support on the channel at the moment, and yeah, you just leaving a like and subscribe, it only takes a couple seconds, but it seriously means a lot. Once again, it helps out the channel so much. But yeah, with all of that out of the way, let's get straight to what this video is about. So right here, we're on the Bitcoin US dollar chart on the 1 hour chart, and just recapping my last video. Once again, I recorded my last video just as Bitcoin saw this nice little pump to the upside up towards around 59,000 approximately. And I said in that video, well, first of all, if you take one look at the title and the thumbnail, you see the $80,000 price prediction. And that $80,000 price prediction, you actually have to watch the video to find out where I actually got that price target from. But I don't expect Bitcoin to get up towards 80,000 at least into a few months from now. But talking short term, once again, over the past few days, probably close to the last week, I've been talking about the 60,000 US dollar level being massive resistance for Bitcoin in the immediate short term. And I literally told you all just yesterday that Bitcoin is likely to head up to the $60,000 level extremely soon. And we will be seeing resistance at that level. And once again, that has played out perfectly. We did get a perfect rejection at around 60K. And yeah, once again, we've come back down all the way down to around just below 57,000 US dollars. So this was a close to 5% correction to the downside. And once again, a move like this was something that I was expecting on the chart. I wasn't expecting a massive correction or anything at the $60,000 level, but simply just a move down like this was once again what I was expecting. I actually said in my yesterday's video that I would expect a move like this, and I actually pointed out to that move just there. And so far, that's pretty much what we've seen in terms of the depth of that move, the percentage wise. But obviously, we have just seen it a lot sharper than I was expecting. I was expecting this to be a little bit more drawn out. And over the next couple of days, we are likely to kind of just head sideways and start on a slower recovery. Slower, at least, than we actually fell just here. I would not expect Bitcoin to spike immediately back up like this. But yeah, Bitcoin could totally come a little bit lower. And yeah, right now, I will actually be discussing my Bitcoin price targets both ways. So first of all, it's important to mention that Bitcoin has come into some support levels just here. Considering that we have seen some large wicks to the downside, that shows that there is a decent amount of buyers down at those prices. So that is already a good sign in the immediate short term. And also, I forgot to mention that while Bitcoin was forming this higher high on the chart and coming up towards that 60,000 US dollar level, we also ended up forming a small bearish divergence on the chart. As you can see, we saw higher highs in the price, but we saw lower highs in the price. So once again, that's a bearish divergence. Once again, what a bearish divergence means is basically in the immediate short term, we're going to stop heading to the upside, and we're basically either going to head pretty much to the side, if not to the downside. And yeah, we definitely have seen that downside price action. And this bearish divergence has pretty much already played out. The RSI has reset into these neutral areas on the 1 hour chart, and we have come back down to these previous lows that we saw just about a day or two ago. Once again, coming in at around 57,000 US dollars. So there is some decent support coming in at approximately 57K. Also, just on this smaller time frame, if you draw out the Fibonacci retracement tool from this low up to this recent high that we've got, as you can see, Bitcoin also came back down perfectly to the 61.8% Fibonacci level, once again coming in at just below 57,000 US dollars. And that's one of the most important Fibonacci levels for Bitcoin. So yeah, the fact that we got a nice bounce off that level is pretty bullish in the short term. But if we do actually break below that level, I'll be targeting towards around 56,000. That's the next Fibonacci level on the Bitcoin chart. Anything below that, I'll be simply targeting these lows coming in at approximately 54.5 up to 55,000 US dollars. In around that sort of price range would be the next price target of mine. Once again, if we do see continued selling price action, then yeah, those are the sort of levels that I would be paying attention to for Bitcoin to get supported at. Once again, I do not expect any large correction from this resistance just here, because once again, we have already seen a significant correction for Bitcoin over the past few weeks. So it's incredibly unlikely that we enter a big correction over the next few weeks as well. Once again, on the channel, before this even happened, I actually called this $50,000 bottom for this correction over the past few weeks. And I said pretty much ever since we got a bounce off the 50-day EMA just here, that we will be entering this recovery out of this correction and getting ready to basically head up towards the all-time high for Bitcoin. And I'm still sticking by that analysis 100%. Any short-term dip that we see, like what we've seen just recently, is simply just a buying opportunity. Like seriously, we see these short-term dips on the larger uptrends. Now, one pretty bullish thing on the 4-hour chart actually is this inverse head and shoulders for Bitcoin that it has obviously already formed. So yeah, we did get the left shoulder just here. We got the head and we got this small little right shoulder, but it still counts as a right shoulder. And yeah, obviously we saw the initial breakout, retest of support, and we continued to the upside up towards this resistance level. But right now we have actually retested the supports just here. Once again, this neckline for this inverse head and shoulders pattern is coming in at approximately 57,000 US dollars. And yeah, so far we have gotten a perfect bounce again along that level. But just quickly pointing out something that could potentially be forming that is a bearish pattern is we could possibly be forming this head and shoulders pattern on the smaller time frames. So zooming into the 2-hour chart, as you can see here, using this same neckline of approximately 57,000 US dollars, as you can see here, we've got the left shoulder, we've got the head, and right now we're potentially about to form a right shoulder for this head and shoulders pattern. Now, once again, this pattern is not confirmed whatsoever. I'm just saying this is something to pay attention to and keep an eye on as it continues to possibly form. So yeah, if we do come back up towards around 58,500 approximately, even around just the low 58,000s, and turn around at around that sort of price range and head back towards 57,000, then that would basically be completing the final right shoulder for this head and shoulders pattern, which once again is a bearish pattern. And the price target for this pattern, if it does end up completing and actually breaking to the downside, price target is coming in at approximately 54.4k. So in around that sort of price range just there, in between that sort of low at around 55k down to around 54,000 US dollars, that sort of price range would honestly be the most bearish scenario if this ended up actually forming and breaking to the downside. And once again, I've been saying this for quite a while on the channel now, but I expect Bitcoin to break its all-time high, which by the way is coming in at approximately 62,000 US dollars. I expect Bitcoin to come back up towards its all-time high and break into a new all-time high in April, so just this next month. So simply dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin and buying into Bitcoin on these nice cheaper prices that we're seeing right now. And yeah, really my analysis has not changed one bit as of recent. All of this has been pretty much playing out perfectly, and I would expect it to continue to play out as I've been talking about in these videos. And if you want to know my next massive price targets to the upside, as in once we get above the all-time high at 62,000, what prices should we be expecting for Bitcoin? And well, I pretty much made a whole video about that just yesterday, so definitely check out the video that I uploaded yesterday talking about some of my bigger price targets for Bitcoin. Now heading over to the Ethereum US dollar chart, well, the 2-hour chart for Ethereum, and just quickly recapping my last video, I said in my last video that it is pretty likely for Ethereum to come up short of this resistance level, and I even mentioned that Ethereum is likely to form a small bearish divergence here in the short term, which is exactly what we actually formed. And if we do end up forming that bearish divergence, we will see a small dip in the price over the next 24 hours, and that has honestly played out perfectly since my last video. So yeah, if you watched my last video, you would have been fully prepared for this price action that's happened over the past day. And seriously, if you're not subscribed with notifications turned on, then I don't know what you're doing, because it's literally free to subscribe. And once again, these videos and this analysis has been playing out perfectly. But yeah, anyway, as of right now, Ethereum has met some support levels. So right now we have, yeah, once again, come back down to around this low just here, coming in at approximately 1785 US dollars. We did dip a little bit lower than that price level just on a quick quick wick to the downside, but once again, there were a lot of buyers down at those prices, so that got pretty quickly brought up to the upside. But yeah, my analysis for Ethereum simply remains the same, and also it remains pretty similar as my analysis that I have for Bitcoin. As you can see here, Ethereum could be potentially forming this head and shoulders pattern. So yeah, we saw this left shoulder just here. We've already seen the head, and right now we're waiting to see the right shoulder actually form. And once again, until we actually see the right shoulder form and come back down towards the neckline, this pattern right now is not confirmed until we actually see that right shoulder, and obviously until we actually break the neckline to the downside, which by the way, the neckline is coming in at once again around 1785 US dollars. And here, the price target for this head and shoulders pattern, if this does actually play out, is coming in at approximately 1700 US dollars. This is coming just below this massive level on the chart for Ethereum, coming in at around 1730. So really, the range of supports would be coming in at around 1700 to 1730. And yeah, especially if Bitcoin does form a lower low, then I'll definitely expect Ethereum to continue on this small little dip to the downside towards those support levels. And yeah, if Ethereum does happen to break below those levels of support, honestly, in the most bearish scenario for this short-term dip in the price, I'll be targeting around this level just here. And that's because of two massive reasons. Right now, that's pretty much where the 50-day EMA is coming in on the chart, which by the way, this level is coming in at around 1,670 US dollars. And also, we've seen some massive support at that exact level just here, just a few days ago on the chart, and also back here around a week ago on the chart, as you can see. So yeah, this level has already been confirmed multiple times as support for Ethereum. And yeah, we still have that resistance above the price, obviously, as our next price target to the upside, which by the way, this high is coming in at around 1860, and this resistance that we've already got on the chart is coming in at around 1880. That's a big Fibonacci level for Ethereum to get above. So yeah, in around 1860 to 1880, that will be our next range of resistance for Ethereum to the upside. So that will be my price target for Ethereum once we actually get a bounce for Ethereum and really confirm that bounce. So yeah, once again, I'll be using this as just a buying opportunity to hold Ethereum for the longer term. Accumulating Ethereum right now, if you're just holding Ethereum for even just the next few months, right now is a great buying opportunity into Ethereum. Once again, you're getting in at discounted prices. But yeah, as for more of my Ethereum analysis and my Ethereum versus Bitcoin analysis, once again, check out the video that I uploaded yesterday because I went more into depth on that analysis for Ethereum. But yeah, this is about all I have to say for this video. I really hope you all enjoyed, and if you did, please make sure to just leave a like on the video down below. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on for more updates like this one. I put a lot of time and effort into these videos each and every day to try and help you make money in crypto. So yeah, if you could just leave a like and subscribe, it seriously means a lot and it helps out the channel so much. Also, if you have any feedback, questions, or suggestions, let me know in the comment section down below and I'll try and get back to you as soon as possible. Just be careful because in the comment section, there can be some scammers down there. So if you see any comment or reply with like a phone number, email, WhatsApp, Telegram, anything like that, please just stay away from any of those comments that you find in the comment section because it's most likely a scammer. But yeah, once again, this is about all I have to say for this video. I really hope you all enjoyed and I'll see you all in the next video.